Have you ever felt the unbearable weight of no contact, the suffocating silence that leaves you questioning everything? You wonder if they still think of you, if they still feel the same profound soul-deep connection, or if this silence is the final chapter, the quiet ending to a love that once felt eternal. The uncertainty is overwhelming, a relentless storm in your mind that refuses to settle. Every moment apart feels like a question left unanswered, a sentence cut short before its meaning could fully unfold. But what if I told you that this silence isn't an end? It's a beginning. That within this stillness, a transformation is taking place, more powerful than anything you've ever known? This journey is not about loss, but about revelation. The silence between twin flames is not the absence of love. It is the space where love is purified, deepened, and redefined. It is in this pause that the soul does its deepest work, where clarity begins to rise from the confusion, where healing is not just a hope, but a necessity. Today, we are diving deep into what truly happens when twin flames stop communicating. We will uncover the hidden truths behind the silence, what it means spiritually, emotionally, and energetically for both of you. We will explore the lessons buried within this phase, how your twin flame is experiencing it, and why this period of separation might be exactly what your journey needs. By the end of this, you will no longer fear the silence. You will understand its purpose, recognize its power, and embrace it as a sacred space where you are not abandoned, but being prepared for something greater. And most importantly, you will learn how to navigate this phase with wisdom, trust, and inner strength, allowing it to propel you towards deeper alignment, not just with your twin flame, but with yourself. Stay with me until the very end, because I will share an insight that could completely shift your perspective, an understanding so profound that it may be the missing piece you've been searching for. The absence of communication with your twin flame isn't just painful, it's excruciating. It reaches beyond emotion, beyond the physical world, into the very essence of your soul. It is an ache that words cannot soothe, a longing that no distraction can erase. But why does it cut so deeply? Why does silence feel more unbearable than any words ever could? The answer lies in the sacred connection you share. Your twin flame is not just another person. They are the mirror to your soul, the reflection of your truest self. To be separated from them is, in many ways, to be separated from yourself. It is a void that whispers fears of rejection, abandonment, and the unsettling feeling of being unseen. It is as if your soul is crying out, not just for them, but for recognition, for acknowledgement, for wholeness. But here lies the paradox. To fully embrace your twin flame, you must first embrace yourself. This journey has never been about merely being with another person. It is about becoming whole within yourself. It demands raw honesty, the courage to face the wounds that silence forces to the surface. It is easy to seek comfort in their presence, to use the connection as a shield against our own inner battles. But when that presence is taken away, we are left with nothing but the truth of who we are, of what we fear, of the healing we must undertake. Healing begins not when we resist the pain, but when we listen to what it is trying to teach us. This silence is not a punishment, it is a divine pause, a space of sacred transformation. You are not being abandoned, you are being refined. Every moment of longing, every tear shed in the darkness, is a step towards something greater than you can imagine. One of the most difficult yet most transformative aspects of the twin flame journey is surrendering control. As human beings, we are conditioned to believe that control gives us power. We cling to structure, seeking certainty in an unpredictable world. We believe that if we just say the right words, take the right actions, everything will unfold the way we desire. But the twin flame journey does not abide by human rules. It is a divine connection, governed by a force beyond our comprehension. And when that force whispers, "Let go, trust me," it can feel as though the ground beneath us is crumbling. It can feel like loss, like death. But here is the profound truth. This is not an ending. This is the gateway to a new beginning. Silence is not emptiness. It is the space where the soul awakens. It forces you to face everything you have avoided, your fears, your insecurities, the parts of yourself that still need healing. It strips away illusions, dissolves ego-driven attachments, and leaves behind only what is real. It feels like death because, in many ways, it is. The version of you that operated from fear and control is being dismantled. What remains is raw, vulnerable, unfamiliar. But this is not destruction. It is purification. In this silence, you are being reborn. You are being taught how to surrender, how to trust, how to sit in stillness and listen, not with your ears, but with your soul. And as you embrace this sacred stillness, something incredible happens. You begin to see beyond the illusion of separation. You begin to feel the presence of your twin flame, even in their absence. You start to understand that this connection has never been about proximity. It has always been about energy. And know this, your twin flame is going through this too. Though their journey may look different, the lessons are the same. The silence that feels like an unbearable void is, in truth, the womb of your rebirth, both yours and theirs. They too are being prepared, shaped, and guided towards their highest self. And when the time is right, you will not come back together as the people you once were. You will return as the people you were always meant to be. Even in no communication, the twin flame connection does not weaken, it strengthens. Though there may be no physical words exchanged, the energetic bond remains alive, pulsing beneath the surface, working in unseen ways to trigger growth in both souls. The twin who runs does not do so to escape the other. They do so to confront themselves. They are being forced to face their shadows, their fears, their suppressed emotions. No matter how much they try to distract themselves, through work, through relationships, through the noise of the outside world, the connection remains. It lingers in their thoughts, in their dreams, in the synchronicities they cannot explain. It is a battle between resistance and surrender, between fear and love. For the twin who chases, this silence becomes a mirror, reflecting their own wounds of rejection, abandonment, and unworthiness. At first, it feels like devastation, but as they move through the pain, something shifts. They begin to turn inward. Instead of seeking validation from their twin, they find it within themselves. They reclaim their power. They become whole. Because in the end, this journey has never been about the other person. It has always been about you. So if you are in the depths of this silence, Know this: you are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. Every tear, every moment of longing, every sleepless night is part of something greater than you can yet see. Trust in the process. Surrender to the divine timing. Let go of the need to control and allow yourself to be transformed. The twin flame journey is one of the most profound, transformative experiences a soul can undergo. It is not a pursuit of another person, but a sacred alignment with one's highest self. Many who embark on this path initially believe it to be about seeking, chasing, or longing for their twin, only to discover that the true journey is one of self-discovery and inner growth. Over time, they come to understand that the connection they share is not bound by the physical realm. It exists far beyond what the eyes can see or what words can express. During this period of separation, the chaser undergoes a deep transformation. They begin to cultivate a greater awareness of energy, realizing that communication is not limited to spoken words. A silent understanding takes root within them. They start to feel their twin's presence in ways that defy logic, through dreams, through an unexplainable inner knowing, through moments of synchronicity that seem too perfect to be mere coincidence. Their intuition strengthens, allowing them to receive messages beyond the physical realm. It becomes clear that even in the absence of contact, the bond is alive, woven through energy, emotion, and divine connection. The silence, though painful, is not a punishment. It is a period of recalibration, where both souls are given space to heal, evolve, and prepare for the next stage of their journey. Too often, people mistake silence for abandonment, believing that their twin has forgotten them or moved on. But this journey is not one of earthly attachment. It is a path of divine alignment. The universe does not separate twin flames as an act of cruelty, but rather as an act of love, guiding them toward becoming the best versions of themselves before reuniting them in their highest form. Instead of resisting the silence, it must be embraced. Pain is often the first response, and that is natural. The ache of missing someone so deeply connected to your soul can feel unbearable. The longing, the unanswered questions, the fear of the unknown, all of it weighs heavily on the heart. But pain is not the enemy. It is a guide, revealing the places within that still need healing. Rather than suppressing it or drowning in sorrow, the key is to sit with these emotions, to acknowledge them, and to understand what they are trying to teach. Every wound carries wisdom, and every tear is an opportunity for growth. As the silence stretches on, trust in the divine plan becomes essential. It is easy to feel lost when answers are unclear and the path ahead is uncertain. But the twin flame journey is not random, nor is it dictated by human timelines. The universe is always at work, orchestrating events in ways that may not yet be visible. Each moment of separation is shaping both twins in profound ways, preparing them for the love, balance, and harmony they are destined to experience. Surrendering control and allowing divine timing to unfold is one of the hardest yet most liberating lessons of this path. When one shifts their perspective from waiting to evolving, everything changes. Instead of focusing on the absence of communication, energy is redirected toward personal growth. This is not a time to pause life or exist in a state of longing. It is an opportunity to elevate, to heal, and to step into one's highest potential. Pursuing passions, Nurturing the soul and cultivating self-love are not just acts of distraction, they are acts of alignment. The more one invests in their own evolution, the more they naturally raise their vibration, which in turn strengthens the twin flame connection. Even in silence, the connection remains unbreakable. The physical world may impose distance, but the spiritual bond transcends it. Through meditation, visualization, and deep introspection, the energetic thread between twin flames can be nurtured. Many find solace in journaling, pouring their emotions onto paper as a way to channel their love and clarity. Others feel their twin's presence through music, through nature, or through moments of stillness that bring unexpected comfort. This connection does not disappear. It simply shifts into a different form, one that requires faith and trust to perceive. It is in these quiet moments that the most profound realizations occur. The silence is not a void, but a sacred space where transformation unfolds. In the absence of distractions, the soul speaks more clearly, revealing truths that might have been overlooked in the noise of everyday life. Healing takes root here. Clarity emerges here. The deeper purpose of the twin flame journey becomes evident in these pauses, reminding both souls that they are being prepared, refined, and strengthened for something far greater than they can yet comprehend. There comes a moment when one realizes that holding on too tightly only creates resistance. The more one tries to control the outcome, the more elusive it becomes. But in surrender, there is peace. When the need for certainty is released, when trust is placed in divine timing, a beautiful shift takes place. Life begins to feel lighter. The struggles that once seemed like obstacles reveal themselves as stepping stones. Every challenge, every period of uncertainty, every silence that once felt unbearable begins to make sense. The realization dawns that life is not happening to us. It is happening for us. The universe is not against us. It is guiding, shaping, and preparing us for something far beyond what we have imagined. For those currently navigating a phase of separation, know that this is not an ending. It is a sacred interlude, a necessary pause where both souls can evolve in ways they never could while enmeshed in the intensity of their connection. The silence is not empty. It is full of unseen miracles. It is the beginning of a deeper awakening, a space where healing becomes possible and where the foundation for a future reunion is being laid. So instead of fearing this silence, embrace it. Allow it to shape you. Let it show you the parts of yourself that still need love and attention. Trust that every moment of stillness is serving a higher purpose, guiding you toward the love and wholeness you were always meant to embody. Take a moment now to reflect. How has this phase of silence shaped you? Have you discovered new strengths, insights, or moments of transformation that you never expected? Every journey is unique, but within the silence, there is always wisdom waiting to be found. If this message resonates with you, share your thoughts in the comments. And if you are unsure what to say, simply affirm your trust in the journey by typing, "I embrace this silence as a path to my highest self." Let us fill this space with the energy of growth, trust, and alignment. Know this: you are not alone. The silence you are experiencing is not meant to break you, but to build you. It is leading you towards something greater, something divine. Stay strong, stay open, trust the process. The universe is always working in your favor. even when you cannot yet see the full picture. And when the time is right, everything will fall into place, just as it was always meant to.